Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to give you a thorough overview of the article here, the case here, somewhat of an initial report, a little light on details in some regards, but we know enough to know that this is an absolute tragedy. There's a link in the description if you appreciate the coverage. Please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. It's in regards to the tragic murder of the 3-year-old boy that you see in front of you. His name, Declan Hill. He's from the Sylvania Township in Ohio, and his life was taken away from him on Thursday. His mother's boyfriend has been arrested, has been charged with aggravated murder and felonious assault. Again, the boyfriend of Declan Hill's mother. So the suspect, the alleged murderer, is Michael James Kitto. We don't know too much about him other than he had already been sentenced to up to 15 years in prison in 2014. What was that for? That was for an armed robbery. Sentenced to up to 15 years, but he was released after about 3 years. Does that make sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't really add up. My maths isn't great. Sentenced to up to 15 years for armed robbery. Let out after about 3 years. More importantly, more urgently, at this point in time, he's currently facing charges for the murder of 3-year-old Declan Hill, his girlfriend's son. Declan was rushed to hospital on Thursday, and he died from his injuries on Friday. The coroner has said that he died from blunt force head and neck trauma. The coroner has also said that Declan's death is sure to be a homicide. Reportedly, allegedly, the suspect, again his name Michael James Kitto, apparently he called 911 after he had rammed Declan's head into a wall. And from that, Declan was unconscious. What an absolute scumbag. Again, he'd already been sentenced to up to 15 years in jail in 2014 for armed robbery, but he was released after 3 years. For some unknown, ungodly reason, Declan's mother decided to start or resume, certainly maintain a relationship with an armed robber. Hey, Declan Hill's mother, full condolences. Don't get me wrong, full condolences. This is an absolute tragedy. Declan's life, a 3-year-old boy taken away from him, murdered. Blunt force head and neck trauma at the hands, allegedly, of the mother's boyfriend. Rest in peace, Declan. To the mother, condolences. However, mother, what the heck were you doing having a relationship with a convicted armed robber? What's going on there, mother? Why did you have to have that relationship? Why couldn't you have been single, remained single? By the look of it, the mother's boyfriend, Michael James Kitto, this convicted armed robber, is not Declan's father. Why did the mother feel the need to have a relationship with him? He's a convicted armed robber. The mother should have stayed well clear of the boyfriend, Michael James Kitto. Any convicted felon she should have stayed clear of. Anyone who poses a threat to herself and to her children or her child. I don't know if there's any other children involved. But the mother should not have had anything to do with this scumbag convicted armed robber, who allegedly has subsequently killed Declan Hill in a most horrendous, brutal way. Rammed Declan's head into a wall, rendering Declan unconscious. Rushed to hospital, but died the following day on Friday. Why does this happen? Like, what is wrong with human beings? What is wrong with men? What leads them to treat a child, a completely vulnerable being, in this horrendous, brutal way? Like, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with this psychopath, Michael James Kiddo? I hope a trial goes ahead. I hope he gets sentenced to either life in prison. I don't know if there's the death penalty in Ohio. If there is, please lock it in. He's taken a life. His life is worthless in my mind. Probably in your mind too. So let's hope that justice is served and that if he is sentenced to life in prison, keep him in there. Don't release him after about 3 years like you've done before, Ohio. I'm going to wrap things up here, guys, but if you do appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Rest in peace, Declan Hill. Condolences to the extended family. Condolences to the mother, but mother, I personally feel that you are in part responsible. I personally feel that you were foolish and reckless to expose your child to such a felon, to a convicted felon. Of course, the mother's not going to get into any legal trouble for that. She is free to start whatever relationship she wants with whomever she wants, be they a convicted felon or a known violent person or not. I just personally think it's immoral. I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. Take care.